What up? Top of the top. What's up, family? What up? What's popping? What's cracking? What's good? We back again, y'all. Hopefully everybody feeling good today. What's up? You know, I get extra when I see the people up in here, man. Y'all cooking this morning. What's up? Good morning, Shayla. What's up, Front Street? Found Element. What's up, Dramatic? Good morning, Rondell's Unpopular Opinion. What's up? Shout out to everybody that's here up and ready to go. Good morning to the hustlers, the hard workers, the shakers, you know, the ones that's out here getting it done early, up and ready. That's what we do. Episode 428. No, pardon me, it's 429. We did that yesterday. Today, I got more to talk about. We got a couple more updates, too. What's up? Y'all know I'm going to holler at y'all. So, what's up, man? How everybody doing, man? I know it's drying up out here. What up, A? What's the word, bro? Yeah, right now, look, everybody, you look at your phone, all the media outlets you subscribe to, just look at all of them. You're going to see it's nothing but bullshit. You're going to see everybody that's trending is from 20 years ago or 15 years ago, 10 years tops. I don't know what's going on, but I know one thing, this shit drying up. What up, Chris Miller? Stoney? What's up, John Shaft? Good morning, Miss Jackie. How you doing this morning? Reese Dollars, what's good? I see it's a lot of members in here. Shout out to the people in the bushes. Shout out to everybody. So anyway, like I said, man, I ain't gonna shout you out to death. Like I said, if you don't want to hear this part, you skip the intro and the replay. I mean, other than that, today we talking real talk today. And I'm gonna be doing some clowning. Because like I said, we see these people selling out left and right. But today, Fat Joe, he going to get his issue today. Because I'm tired of Fat Joe. No, I'm tired of Fat Joe because he's a fat finesse. And I call him Sloppy Joe. That's his name. His name's Sloppy Joe because he's a sloppy-ass nigga. Yeah, he is sloppy. You know why he's sloppy? Because Fat Joe is always doing some shit. But at the same time, Fat Joe is all about himself. He like the fat boy at the dinner table always spilling food on himself. And there's no disrespect to nobody. Wait, I'm just being honest. His name's Sloppy Joe because he's a sloppy dude. And he do stuff sloppy. Because Fat Joe has been hanging out with these people for a while now. And he's been trying to trick people forever. People still think that Fat Joe is some type of gangster. This man is 50-something years old. These dudes are still promoting this hip-hop shit. Still representing grown men that's granddaddies acting like young, dumb motherfuckers. For what? Because they playing a role. Now, I know some people ain't going to get what I'm saying, but most of y'all do. So like I said, without further ado, shout out to the replay game. Shout out to everybody. Leave a comment. Do what you want to do. Hit the all notification bell because when you don't get the notifications, it ain't my fault. You feel me? So anyway, man, let's get into it. I ain't got time to play with Joe today. And like I said, this ain't personal. I'm just going to be the mirror. I'm going to be the black mirror right now. Anyway, Fat Joe working with the government. But Fat Joe, let me make this clear. Because see, let me make this clear. Because people still believe in Fat Joe. So I don't want to offend nobody. Fat Joe been hanging out with these politicians. And he's been doing it for a while. A lot of them been doing it. But this the thing. We got to talk about this. Because this right here, to me, is very disturbing. And what I mean by that is, hold on, let me pay attention to the chat, man. Now look. Fat Joe came out and his name used to be Fat Joe the Gangster. Fat Joe has made claim to fame, one, using the Bronx forever, and using New York City and just putting himself in the right positions. Fat Joe never had no real talent, but I'm not here for that. We just gonna break it up, Joe, because you hanging with Kamala Harris and them, and you allegedly was at the White House to fight for health care. So let me make that clear. When I say Fat Joe working with the government, remember, there's many ways of working with the government. It ain't just working on some snitching on people stuff, allegedly. My point is this. This man got a clearance. This man probably got a, I ain't gonna say probably, this man probably got, I gotta say alleged. Allegedly, Joe, you got a certain code number. Reason why I say that, because I broke this down when I showed you Megan. Anybody that know about law, all this stuff, anybody cannot just be in the presence of the vice president, the president on government. You feel me? White House. No, it don't work like that. But I'm going to show y'all something because I'm going to show people. I ain't just making stuff up. Let me make it clear. I'm not saying Fat Joe is a snitch, but he is working with the government. And just so happened, the program is healthcare. Now, nigga, you's a rapper. What the hell you know about healthcare, nigga? That's my point. Out of all the people, why is a rapper, when rappers don't even have healthcare, what the fuck is he doing at the White House talking about some so-called healthcare coverage? And I'm going somewhere with this. That's all I'm saying. I'm just giving my opinion. Ain't nothing I'm saying a fact. With Fat Joe, you've been doing a lot of greasy shit. A lot of people have been mad at you for using the word nigga. And you got to pass because you're from the Bronx and you Puerto Rican. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm going to say you use black people to get exactly where you at. You've been using black people your whole life too. You another one. And use another nigga that was down with Zulu Nation. Recently, you try to act like you ain't had nothing to do with them. Nigga, I know my hip-hop history. I know my New York history. You've been down with Zulu Nation from day one, nigga. But now it's not cool, so you want to separate. But I get it. But when Zulu Nation had that muscle and known for knocking niggas out, you was with Zulu Nation, Fat Joe. So you niggas ain't gonna fool me. So this is the point I'm making. Also, don't forget, rest in peace, Big Pun always. Anyway, let's continue on, because I got love for Pun, period. Now, like I said, and a lot of y'all put Joe over Pun when y'all know Pun was better than this boy. Yeah, I know Joe's career would have been died if it wasn't for Pun. But yeah, everybody want to act like Fat Joe this dude. You know he would not be where he at if it wasn't for Big Pun. What part you don't understand? And he's another one that happens to have the catalog of one of the greatest dead rappers of all time. One of them just so happened, you, Fat Joe, and the people you hang with, y'all all got a dead rap in y'all catalog. Don't let me start making names. Anyway, we did that already. But let's take a look at you. Fat Joe visits Capitol Hill to combat hidden healthcare prices. Do you see this fraud? He's a fraud. You know why he's a fraud? I'm going to tell you why you're a fraud. Because Fat Joe, you on the internet, and I know you be listening. You be checking them hashtags and apps. Yeah, you out here too. So you probably get this message. But my point is this. You at the White House for healthcare, but nigga, you ain't doing shit for the Bronx. See? This is my point. This nigga got the word Bronx. Fat Joe, you don't even have a hit record without mentioning the Bronx in the fucking song. You rode the Bronx wave and New York City wave to the end, nigga. You rode the Latin Kings. You rode everything great about New York to the end, nigga. And now you in the politics. After all your niggas locked up, niggas all you done cut niggas off, lied on your own niggas, got jealous of your own niggas, try to cut Cuban links. Yeah, you used the whole Puerto Rican, Cuban, you used all the brown brothers to your advantage for your muscle, nigga. Then when you got to where you had to go, you kicked all them to the curb, nigga. Now you in the politics. You's a fucking joke. This is shit I'm talking about. But this is my point I'm also making. You see these cats that transition over. Let me make this clear. Yes, as you get older, you're supposed to evolve. You're supposed to change your ways. But this is the point I'm making. People like Fat Joe sold the gangster crack life forever. His name was Joey Crack. Sold the crack life, the gangster life, the shooter cutter nigga life forever. Then he transitioned over into politics. But what happened? He left everybody hanging. You see, this is my whole point. People are transitioning over. See, they use us, they use shit, but when they transition over, they don't come back to help. They don't come back and give you the recipe on what? How to make it. They don't come back and give you the nurturing you need to get to the next level. They just use you to get where they got to get. Then they get to the money. Then they reestablish themselves so they can make better business relationships. That's what all that shit about. So when you see a lot of these rappers cleaning their ways up, they just cleaning their ways up for bigger business endeavors. And some of them are getting into politics. So I'm going to say this right now. I wouldn't be surprised, Fat Joe, if they are now shaping and molding you to be the next mayor, governor of somewhere, Florida, New York, somewhere where a lot of Spanish people at. They probably going to have you, they got you prepping for that. And yes, Fat Joe is a proud Democrat. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I ain't into politics. And my whole thing is they could have got anybody to speak for healthcare, not you. Because, matter of fact, the biggest joke is you, the one that's the main one out of shape. You just started losing weight because your name's Sloppy Joe, bro. So how they going to get Sloppy Joe to come and talk about healthcare when that nigga don't even take care of himself? Do you see what I'm saying? You just started losing weight. But see, that ain't the point. Because I ain't just trying to diss Fat Joe. I ain't just trying to diss the man. But I'm just saying, these people keep doing shit. They think people stupid, and they put it out here in the public. So I'm with the public. I'm gonna speak because I ain't sleep. Meaning that shit you doing, I don't think it's hot. I don't think it's cute. I think it's kind of a mockery. You know why? Because Fat Joe, you use black people. You use Puerto Rican brown people. You use New York City. You use the Bronx. You did shit. Yeah, you put your little sneaker store, but you just put shit to take money. And I'm going to get in it. I'm going to prove everything I'm saying as far as the fact that he ain't doing shit for New York. I'm going to prove that. What up, Shayna? And I ain't talking about no hip-hop museum because you down with that hip-hop museum and you are down with the mayor. The mayor's your homeboy too. All you niggas selling out. All you so-called gangster niggas. That's my point, see? If it was anybody else, I wouldn't say nothing. These are the dudes that tried to convince me growing up that they was all gangster. These are the dudes that a lot of dudes follow, and they wanted us to believe so bad that they was the toughest gangsters and shooters. So that's why we don't respect you trying to do this, play this politic game. You, Jim Jones, all you niggas tied in with the mayor. The mayor tied in with the governor tied in with the president. And matter of fact, the mayor, Eric Adams, he got Joe Biden on speed dial. So all y'all down with the program. All y'all down with that shit. All of y'all. So I don't want to hear that shit. All of y'all down with that shit. And I'm going somewhere with this. Because they've been playing with the people of New York City. And Fat Joe knows what's going on. He knows, but he ain't going to say nothing because he got to shh. He don't want to mess up his business. Now let's take a look at this. DC concert to raise awareness about hidden healthcare costs. Common sense, we have to know. Like I said, it's 2023. This ain't back in the days when you just gonna rock black people to sleep like they just stupid. Anyway, we understand that them people in the White House been having PR problems. For those who don't know, that's public relations. They say they've been getting a lot of flack. They say even Democrats are not approving the job that's being taken place. I spoke about us a lot of in-house fighting. My point is you will see something. You are seeing people like Kamal, people that's in that party, you see them trying to reestablish themselves and get cool with the public. I told you, if they don't get them black votes, they shit gonna crumble. So that's why they got to bring Megan to the White House. They got to bring Fat Joe. They got to put that hip-hop in it. Because if you want them niggas, you got to put hip-hop in it. Do you get it? They understand hip-hop is a tool to rock grown, dumb niggas to sleep. They know that. That's why politicians control hip-hop. I already proved that to you. I already proved how what? The Democratic Party is tied in entertainment, period. They control it. That's their playing field. Fat Joe, what are you doing with Kamala Harris? Because this ain't the first time you was there. See? You think you slick. But let's look at this shit. Let me show y'all something. This man was flexing. He was proud of himself. And like I said, ain't nothing wrong with doing work for the community, but I know you full of shit, Joe. Because what the fuck you doing in D.C. when the Bronx fucked up right now? The Bronx going through it right now. The people in New York going through it right now. Why you ain't going to the city talking about how they need to stop taking care of all these migrants and make sure the people in the city good? Why you ain't fighting for lower housing in New York City? Why you not going hard for things like that? Lowering rent. Why you not putting together no job programs, Joe? Why you not doing something that's going to directly help the people? You're talking about healthcare when you a fat-ass rapper that's old. You don't know shit about healthcare. Maybe you do now, but you don't know shit about. You know niggas from the street don't know nothing about no healthcare. My point is this, Joe. You going the wrong way. What you're supposed to be trying to do is tell these brothers, look, bro, y'all need to get up off the street because they coming. Bro, y'all need to get it in order because they got a plot to get all y'all out of here. See, you ain't going to say that, Joe, but you know what's going on because I'm pretty sure, Joe, you know that your boy Joe Biden gave your mayor $30 million to fight crime. You know that, don't you, Fat Joe? You know about that. Same way you know about the hip-hop museum. You know all the affairs because you with them people. You get it? I ain't saying you a snitch, but you working with them. See, right here, Fat Joe, proud, loud and proud. You see Fat Joe? Look at this shit. This shit is a joke. This shit is a joke. I told you, this is why, you know why it's a joke? Because on the bigger scheme of things, on a world scale, having a rapper in a White House speaking on the public is a mockery. Because we know it's many people that is what? Professionally inclined to handle these type of topics and agendas. But instead of them getting somebody who is in that field, they get a rapper because that is part of the joke and the publicity stunt. And this is how you pacify the community. Because as long as they put a rapper in place, the people will follow. But you will see clear as day, Fat Joe is not nowhere on a level when it comes to politics. But it looks good. And it's all my opinion. But like I said, they sold us rap. He sold us gangster shit. He sold a fucking image. What am I saying? I told you these are fucking cartoon characters. That's all they are. They're going to say a whole lot of real shit. They're going to make real facial expressions. They're going to talk with certain tones in their throat. But they are fucking fugazi. Do you get it? Cartoon character. This one just happened to be named Fat Joe. Let's go back into your history, Fat Joe. Yeah, this one I respected you. But this one I was a little boy, nigga. This one you was Fat Joe the gangster. When I thought you was a real tough guy. You feel me? Because I thought I was a tough guy when I was young. I thought you was about that life. But that ain't the point. I'm going to look at how, I'm going to show you how niggas be changing. I'm showing y'all shapeshifters. I'm showing you niggas that been putting on images and costumes. See, that's the gangster nigga costume. If anybody don't know, let me give you some history. That is the costume that niggas wore in 1992, 93. This was the image of the drug dealer. You feel me? When I was a teenager, I wore shit like this. This is the jacket niggas was wearing when they had the Mac 11 in the coat in a Tech 9. This was the attire. Army coat, army fatigues with Timberland boots. My point is this. Fat Joe wore the costume very well, didn't he? This is my point. And I ain't saying Fat Joe a sucker. I ain't saying he a punk. But I do understand, Fat Joe, you did have a lot of dudes under you that would jump at the blink of an eye. So you always had muscle. But at the end of the day, I don't know too much of what you did. But it's not about that. It's about you portraying this behavior like you was the fat gangster and you Joey Crack, the big kingpin, the nigga that runs shit. You was the boss of all bosses. See, when it was profitable to promote that terror squad and y'all was running around trying to beat on niggas and start all this little beef that a lot of your niggas got in trouble for, now you want to be the clean good guy. See that? Now, what I'm also showing y'all, do you see how niggas put on costumes? I'm showing you throughout the era, he made sure he changed his costume up. You got to keep up with the times. This is new costume. See that? White House. But before, when it was about being street and hooded and hood, everybody wanted to be. That's why I say a lot of people want to be niggas, but a lot of them don't want to be niggas no more. It's not profitable to be a nigga no more, is it, Fat Joe? See that? Don Cartagena, the Don of all Dons. Nigga, you was portraying that gangster shit. Oh, this the album you did with this the album you so-called did with Puffy. But it's my point, Fat Joe. Let me break you down real quick. See, out of all your albums, your best album is Jealous One's Envy. That's my opinion. Yeah, that's your best album. And then maybe Don Cartagena, because Big Pun and Terror Squad on that. But see, you don't got no hits without features. Let me break you down real quick, Joe. Even your latest hit all the way up, you had to get Remy fresh out of jail for that. You have no big hits without features. And just so happen, your features happen to be from somebody black. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. Lil Wayne, right? Ain't that one of your hits, Fat Joe? You ain't got no hits without them. What's love got to do with that? You got another hit with Ashanti and Ja Rule. Fat Joe, you have no hits by yourself. You've been doing this shit a long time. You are the same nigga that drained Pun to the end. You drained Pun. Because you see the first, man, Joe, you wouldn't have made, look, your first 2 albums right here. See that? The Gangster and Jealous One's Envy. Without Pun, you would have fell off after that. But see, when you made Don Cartagena, you had Big Pun with you, boy. And that's why you sustained. Other than that, you would have been fell off, Fat Joe. See, I know the truth. Cause see, out of digging in the crates, you was the lamest rapper. You know you wasn't no Lord Finesse, Big L, none of their level. Let's be real. So I understand, Fat Joe. My point is this bullshit you selling, we not buying it. So you take that healthcare shit and you use it. Because you need it. Because you Sloppy Joe. And everything you do is sloppy. And you owe the Bronx a lot of money. Because you have no hit songs without saying the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx, New York. Shit happens. You always using the Bronx, but don't do shit for the Bronx. But niggas from the Bronx still love this man. For what? Because they still believe in fucking Tom and Jerry. I don't know. Shit. Anyway, let's continue on. Like I said, see? Fat Joe, you wouldn't have been shit without these brothers. You wouldn't have been shit. Now let's break it down, nigga, because you're a fraud. Armageddon, Big Pun, Tony Sunshine, Cuban Links at the bottom. Remember you got Cuban Links cutting his face? Remember, because you was hating on that nigga? How many people remember after Pun, Cuban Link was the next to blow? What happened? Fat Joe started hating on Cuban Link. Just so happened Cuban Link had the chicks, everybody in pocket. Next thing you know, out of all things, Fat Joe wanted to get his face cut. Allegedly. Yeah. And let's not forget Triple Six. Yeah, don't forget, Pun had his original clique. You tried to break up Pun original clique, turn them against each other. And you tried to pimp all his acts because Pun and his niggas really had talent. You had no talent. That's why you had to form Terror Squad. You're not going to trick me, Joe. You a fraud. You been a fraud. But you understood the game and you did everything everybody else did. See, you wanted to be Diddy, nigga. You wanted to be Jay-Z. You wanted to rock. You wanted to be just like them niggas. And you played the game very well. And I'm not going to forget that you was up under Bambaataa and the rest of them. So don't play that game with me, Joe. So when I see your fat ass at the White House and you acting like you talking for healthcare, nigga, you are not trying to help nobody. All right? You're doing this shit for yourself and make you look good. It's a good look, ain't it, Joe? Yeah, I'm with the president. Yeah. Jay-Z had Barack on speed dial. I got Kamal in them. You see what I'm saying? I got Kamal on speed dial. You proud of that? Oh, whoopity fucking do, Joe. Whoopity fucking do. All right, and you already said LL Cool J is your role model. So that's my whole point with you. And you jacked him. LL Cool J. Ladies love Cool J. They asked him what Fat Joe stand for. He said Jealous One Still Envy. I got it from LL Cool J. Remember you said that? Nigga, you's a fraud. You've been cloning black people a long time. I'm keeping it real. And this ain't about black Puerto Rican. It ain't about none of that. My point is this. Fat Joe is a clone. He might be half white, lying. He might be Puerto Rican and half white. That's how much this nigga lie, man. But let me show you something. Yeah, you with Kamala now because you clout chasing, right? But that ain't just the point, Joe. You playing this politic game. But just so happen the people you playing these games with are against the people, allegedly. Let me show y'all something. Now let's go back in the time. Let's go back 3 years ago. Let's check this out, y'all. All Hip Hop Renaissance, November 14th, 2020. As you see, this is before elections. What does it say? Fat Joe links with Kamala Harris. Says, don't believe the polls. Why did he say that? Let's look. Fat Joe is warning his fans that President Donald Trump could win again if they don't take action on November 3rd. Please go vote. Don't let Trump win. That's what Fat Joe said. You see Fat Joe playing a politic game? Or do you see them using him for a fucking pawn? Because they think you're stupid. And if you listen to a rapper to make a decision on who you should vote for, you're a triple jackass. Because rappers don't do shit but just fucking rap, nigga. All you're supposed to do is rap, go on tour, buy a fucking chain, buy a crib, and just run your fucking mouth on the internet. When it comes to real shit, y'all ain't got nothing to talk about. Because guess what? People like Fat Joe is in position to actually do things. I'm going to say the same thing to you, Fat Joe, like I said to Jim Jones. Y'all always screaming out in New York City. What the fuck did you build in the town? What businesses did you build? Well, how many buildings you own, Fat Joe? How many offices? What type of programs you got for the youth? You ain't got shit. That's why I'm dissing all you niggas. You know why? Because y'all finesse me, but I ain't going to let y'all finesse the new generation. Now, if I could say something, I'm going to tell them what it is. Because it's niggas like you why a lot of people fucked up right now. Because they listened to you growing up. And no, it ain't all your fault. Because, yeah, you got to be responsible for your own and all that shit. But my point is this. All these niggas knew what they was doing. I'm starting to think all of y'all was with the government from the beginning. So that's why when I did that special on Pras and I asked the question, was Pras the only one? And I told you got to be a damn fool to think Pras was the only person working with the government disguised as a rapper. I broke all this shit down to you. Some of these niggas are working, but they disguised as rappers. And some of them been disguised since the goddamn 90s. That's a fact. Because they've been had industry plants. And I ain't saying Joe one of them, but I'm just saying. As you see, 3 years ago, Joe was trying to get the people to go against Trump. Hey, Joe, ain't Trump from New York City? I thought you loved New York. But anyway, let's continue on. Because Fat Joe the gangster, he now wants us to think that he gonna have his hands in healthcare. Like he gonna help the people get better healthcare. You see this shit. Anyway, man. Rest in peace, Big Pun. Let's ask another question. If Big Pun was here, do we think Fat Joe will be playing this politic game? But see, these rappers are fucking desperate. Mind you, they in their 50s. Most of these rappers we talking about in their fucking 50s. What does that mean? It really means their rap career is fucking over. So what? They have to always do something to stay relevant. So that's why you see them playing a politic game. How many times have we seen this in history? People forget Ronald Reagan used to be an actor. We done seen Arnold Schwarzenegger used to be a fucking actor, become a governor. That's how they do it. Fat Joe, they might be prepping him for a city council, a mayor somewhere, a governor. Because as you heard, they said it's all control, right? That's what they said about all of that. But my point is this. Fat Joe, we don't want to hear another rap song from you ever again. That's it. But I'm not finished. Because I'm about to show y'all something. And most people on this channel already know what's going on. But this is why I'm on Fat Joe's head right now. And why I'm telling you why he's a fucking fraud. Emergency center for migrants rising quickly in the Bronx. Fat Joe, when you going to talk about all the migrants coming taking over the Bronx? When you going to talk about how the city is looking out for all these new people in the city? They paying for their room and board, shelter, giving them job programs, and the real people from the city getting kicked out and getting their rent jacked up. And the old lady from your old building, Joe, she can't afford no groceries because them prices up. Why you ain't protesting that, Joe? We don't care about all the other shit. You supposed to be in New York talking shit, but you ain't gonna talk shit to the mayor, nigga, because y'all got them deals going. You got that deal with that hip-hop museum, Joe, so you ain't gonna say shit about New York City. And everything they got planned, Joe, you know. But let's take a look at something else. Let me show y'all the reality. What my people already know. These are all the different stories talking about migrant behavior in New York. All you gotta do is see it. New York City begins building tents for migrants. All this stuff is for migrants. Just look at them. New York will move migrant encampment. My point is this. They've been taking care of these people for over a year now. And I broke this down before. I said, look, y'all know the three things I told y'all was the number 3 top agendas. I ain't even gonna repeat it. But I told you one of them was the migrants. So if the migrants is the biggest thing in politics right now, I told you, I listen to conservative radio. And I done heard everybody that got a voice that's in the politics. Everybody's talking about the border. They talking about the fentanyl crisis. Everybody knows what's going on. But the number one question is, if you notice, people from that blue party ain't saying shit about it. Fat Joe, you know what's going on. You ain't speaking about the fentanyl overdoses that's ruining New York right now. You ain't talking about the migrant takeover at all. Because, nigga, you under oath. And under oath, you got to shut the fuck up. And your whole role is to keep acting like you some type of gangster rapper. And I'm here to tell you, Fat Joe, you are officially a cartoon character, nigga. That's it. It is what it is. It's my opinion. But I just wanted to show y'all politics. Emergency center for migrants rising quickly in the Bronx. Really what that means is too many migrants coming in. We need more help taking care of them. That's what that means. All right? Y'all know how to decode that shit. That's what all that shit mean. They already got big budgets for them. Hundreds of millions of dollars. What we just read the other day, the mayor of New York City just requested from FEMA a whole bunch of $100 million more to take care of them. What other people in the city getting? I told people it's a big game. My whole point of the game, Fat Joe know what's going on, in my opinion. My opinion, Joe, you know what's going on. Ain't no way in hell you rubbing shoulders with them people and you don't know about the takeover. Oh, matter of fact, Joe, damn. I could have sworn one time they sent a whole busload of migrants to Kamala House. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. But I just wanted to show y'all, man. These dudes are frauds. I've been telling you. I'm going to keep showing you. They're frauds. Look, y'all, let's break them down. Remember, they was all too good for podcasts. They was all too good for YouTube. They was all too good for the internet at one time, remember? But when they seen everybody else doing it and they realized they needed to keep their fan base going, what they do? They brought their ass to where the fuck we at. Y'all was rapping, doing y'all own fucking thing for years. You was still doing y'all shit. But now they all found a way, like Fat Joe, he found a way he can sit his fat ass on the couch and make Instagram lives and get paid. That's it. Why do y'all still listen to these people word like it's some type of fucking gospel? The nigga is full of shit. All right, that's it. Let's move on, man, because this shit getting dragged out. The nigga's boring. He's about to be 53 years old. So I understand you playing a politic game. But the number one question, Joe, why was you going so hard to get people not to vote for Trump? Fat Joe was warning his fans that President Donald Trump could win again if they don't take action on November 3rd. Oh, shit, Fat Joe. But then again, let's take a look. Y'all remember when Hillary went and got Jay-Z to rap for her? See that? Kamala, go get Fat Joe. Same people, same party. Fat Joe also down with Rock Nation. They're all the same people, man. Anyway, these dudes are industry whores. That's all they are. Let's move on, man. Let's get into the real agenda, like I said. What's the agenda? Niggas getting put back on the slave shit. Man, I already told y'all that. This going on right now, everywhere, the theater near you. City officials announced takedown of major drug operation in Southwest Baltimore. Yesterday, we looked at the gang sweep in New York City, and I showed you Homeland Security. Let's take a look, y'all. Hold up. Look. In Baltimore, a 3-month investigation led to the takedown of a major drug operation. Stop right there. What do you peep, family? It only took them 3 months to bring these niggas down. But then it said what? They were a major drug operation. So you mean to tell me you niggas are so dumb, you had a major drug operation, your shit crumbled in 3 months of investigation. That means you niggas was sloppy and you niggas was fake-ass hustlers anyway. Because everybody know a real investigation going to take more than 3 months. But then again, the 3 months could also represent how fast it took to take them down due to technology and how fast they on niggas' ass now. So let me correct that. But anyway, you see, a 3-month investigation led to the takedown of a major drug operation in Southwest Baltimore. City officials announced Monday. Standing alongside the mayor and police, Commissioner of Baltimore City State's Attorney Ivan Bates announced the takedown of an alleged fentanyl drug trafficking organization in Southwest Baltimore that resulted in 5 indictments against Dan Kennedy. I ain't got to say no names. The point of the matter is, what's the key thing you said? Major indictment in what? Alleged fentanyl drug trafficking, which means what? They ass labeled as terrorists. That is also why they took them down so fast. 3 months, get them out of here. We only got to watch their ass 3 months. Gone. I broke all this shit down over a year ago. I said they're going to use niggas to sell the fetty, destroy the hood, make people overdose. Then they're going to come lock their ass up. That's how you get everybody out the hood real fast. That's how you get that special deal called a 2-for-1. I get one to sell it. I get one to OD. But I get both of them out the way. 2-for-1. And I told people, I broke that on this channel, showed y'all play by play. I said, look, the drug game drying up. I showed you them catching boatloads coming into Florida. They were catching pounds of coke, pounds of pure heroin. They was catching pounds, 100, 200 pounds of weed off the coast of Florida, coming to Alabama. They was catching all the drugs coming in the country. And when I saw that, I said, yeah, they smashing the drug game. And I told people, I said, look, it's a matter of time. I said, the drugs been sustaining the streets for years. I said, when the drugs slow up, that's when the people are going to start getting desperate. And that's why you've been seeing these desperate crimes. But then I also knew, due to Fetty, eventually all the niggas that did sell drugs, eventually they always going to have some fentanyl in their hands for sale. And I knew that was part of the plot to get everybody out of here. So that's why you see this was a fentanyl bust. But this something else. Officials said the detectives executed a search warrant at Kennedy's house. Mind you, these fools had all this stuff in the house. What they had? 1,158 grams of suspected fentanyl. They had a kilo of fentanyl in the crib. 7 bags each containing 50 gel capsules. 2 bags each containing 28 gel capsules. My point is, these niggas so stupid, they had everything in the spot. But then again, y'all, did we not look at the technology they got where they could use that certain scanning, they could see if you got drugs in your house? I showed all of that. We chopped all that up already. That's why I say, man, you want to know about the future, you come holler at me, man. You want to stay stuck on stupid, man, you take your ass back to the past. All right? Because even these niggas, if they was on the internet, they would have known better. Because I'm telling you, the shit they got now, this ain't no fairy tale. The fairy tale is you're going to be a good drug dealer and make it one day. That is the fairy tale. Let's move on to the desperation. Man grabs woman between the legs on subway train. See this weirdo? Just the shit that's going on right now. Spoke about all this before. Has nobody to protect the women and the kids at all. Women, you on your own, so make sure you got something on you when you go out here. I don't give a fuck if you go out broad daylight. I don't care where you at. Better have something on you. Because a lot of these niggas that lost their mind already, they losing it even more. The little 10% they got left, they losing that shit. Desperate time for desperate measures. This is what I'm talking about. Fat Joe at the White House about some health care ain't gonna change shit. If they're not talking about this real shit like this, weirdos grabbing women's crotches, and he did this to a girl that was 20 years old. This shit, I got tired of showing weirdo news every day. I had to stop that shit because almost every day it was a report of a man groping a woman on her ass, spitting on a woman, violating her, raping her in the park. All this shit going on right now. So what is the? That's my point. What is it, man? What the fuck are they doing? But I want to show y'all. I told you. They're focused on gangs and drug dealers. They're not focused on Chester's rapists. Get it? And petty thieves. Those are the ones they let wreak havoc. The ones that break into cars, snatch pocketbooks, break in homes. They letting them run rampant. That's the shit they on now, y'all. But anyway, let's move on. With the agenda, look at the location, the Bronx. This where you from. Just where you from, Sloppy Joe. Armed trio pistol whip grandma. Held 5-year-old at gunpoint. And 40,000 New York City robbery. See? This was going on in New York City, Joe. See, let me show you something. This is my point. See, Joe, you doing all that skin and grin in the White House. You playing all these fucking games. But look what's going on in the town. Look what's going on in your city. Nigga, grandma's getting pistol whipped. And you out here playing. You out here fucking playing, nigga. Look. And don't forget, and they put the gun to the little kid. The 3 men wanted for the Wednesday home invasion also reported threatened to shoot a 5-year-old boy. Once again on this channel, didn't I tell people it's going to be a lot of home invasions? Did we look at all these things? When I said in a form of desperation, it's going to be a lot of home invasion, and I said 9 times out of 10 it's going to be somebody you know, going to set your ass up. Because let's think about it. Somebody had to know them for them to come to their crib looking for 40,000. They had to know they had that cash some kind of way. But I told y'all the dinner thieves was going to be coming. But all of this deals with the desperation of the times we in right now. A chilling home invasion in the Bronx left a family shaken after the intruders pistol whipped a grandmother and threatened to shoot her 5-year-old grandson, all for a $40,000 payday and what police say was a targeted holdup, which means they plotted this shit out. And somebody probably set them up and let them know they had that money. See that? Because niggas are desperate. So let's break this down. They probably had to do this little robbery, 40,000. What else, y'all? They got to split it 3 ways. Then they got to try to pay their bills and catch up on that shit. Then they're gonna be broke. They're gonna be broke again, and then they're gonna have to do another robbery. Because when you rob, you got to keep robbing. You can't live off fucking robbing. But dumb niggas be still thinking that shit. But not only that, I want you to peep the element of the criminal mind. That when you rob, you have to keep robbing. And that is the time we are in. Because the streets are drying up. This shit is the last dance. I'm going to keep saying it. Because as long as I keep seeing this crazy shit, I'm going to keep reporting on it. That what? Niggas are desperate. So you just make sure you ain't the victim. Because anytime that 3 men, mind you, this wasn't one dude. It took 3 dudes. It took 3 men to do one job. It took 3 men to do one job of what? Pistol whipping the grandma and putting a gun to the 5-year-old. This is the time we in. And this going on in the Bronx right now. So why the police are not there to protect grandma? Is it because the police are busy playing with robot dogs, looking to lock up young niggas on the street? But like I said, the women and the elderly are vulnerable. And they've been getting dealt with the whole pandemic. Women been getting violated. But we see niggas going to jail for selling drugs, right? Anyway, let's go to this. This is something we've been talking about. Non-citizens can now be San Francisco. Hold on. Who said that? Bree? Nah, they didn't defund the police. Let me break that down. Defund the police was some BS. Defund the police really meant they're going to cut a lot of salaries and put the money into electronics and tech and cameras. Get it? Technology. The money went from human police to digital police. That's all they did. That's why I keep repeating the same thing over and over again. Joe Biden gave the mayor of New York City $30 million for a crime. So how could they be talking defund the police out one side of their mouth, but on the other side, they're getting $30 million for the police? Do you get it? Because the money went to technology. And don't forget, in the pandemic, they tricked a lot of police to quit their job too. So they got a lot of police out the way physically. Now they don't have to pay salary, medical coverage, pension, 401k, all that shit. Got them out the way. Put that money to technology. Now, one police officer could watch 10 cameras. We don't need no niggas sitting in the car eating donuts and drinking coffee. You can see that? They can save money on what? Patrol cars. It saves them a lot of money. That's what they meant by defund the police. But now let's check this out, because remember, everything goes from New York to Cali and from Cali back to New York. It's America. We just looked at the other day when I think it was the commissioner of San Francisco, when we saw them prepping for so-called riots, right? Prepping for martial law. They broke out the dogs and all that. San Francisco about to get nasty and ugly. How many of y'all know Chicago been wilding out? I gotta bring that up. Chicago has been wilding out. But I told you, the shit that's going on now is not televised. They got people to destroy their own city right now as we speak. And they love to wait till it get hot for that looting, rioting, and chaos. But this is my point. As you see in San Francisco, non-U.S. citizens can be cops in San Francisco. What does that mean? Did we not already look at all of the immigrants coming to San Francisco, California? Did they not tell us months ago that the immigrants could get state jobs, right? Did they tell us that? They can get state jobs. Well, now they're confirming it right here in your face. They could come here from this country with nothing. Now, mind you, y'all, them immigrants coming over here, they could have been straight killers where they from. They could come here, man, they could have 5 bodies. Come here, new name, new social, and be a job as a police. See how easy it is? Meanwhile, you've been here your whole life, all these backgrounds. You spit on somebody when you was 18, you can't get a job over that. You had a fight with somebody when you was 21, you beat them up outside the club, and you got an assault charge, that shit's still on your record. You see how they play? But they can come here and they straight. This is why I keep trying to get my people to wake up, because this last dance, this last shit, it's going to fuck a lot of people up. It's going to shake the world. And we ain't going to really, you're not really going to see it till it's too late. They hiding these people out. They hiding them. You remember, y'all, everything gets done on computers. So that's why these people are hiding out. And the only way they're coming out now is when they got to go to work. They got to go to school. Things like that. Other than that, they're laying low. And what else do that mean, y'all? They're laying low and they're stacking their money. And they're getting help all across America. We broke all this down. So they also said what I learned a while ago. It was said that part of the reason why they want a lot of people from other countries to be police officers and in the military is because they will not have no compassion on the American people. They say somebody from overseas will be faster to crack that nightstick up your head than a person that might feel sorry for you because they're from here. You get it? They basically saying that the foreigners, when they become under law enforcement, they will have no compassion at all. And I already been getting reports on many foreigners taking jobs in the penitentiary system. It is now foreigners that can barely speak English watching the brothers on lockdown getting paid salaries and all of that. And they also said that the number one people that are becoming correctional officers in America are people of African descent. That's what they said. But anyway, it looked to me like it's going to be some martial law taking place for this summer over with. The thing is, this is the number one question. Is it going to be televised? See, remember everything else they showed us on the TV. Do you know how easy it is for a lot of shit to go down and don't put shit on the TV? Because if they don't put it on the TV, just so happen, this time a lot of people might get shot. See, before when it was on the TV, what was they doing, y'all? They were shooting people with bean bags and rubber bullets. But when it ain't on the TV, that's when people are going to be getting shot. So my whole point is, I see them cooking a recipe up for this chaos, and that chaos is going to lead to martial law, because we got to remember one thing. Under martial law, we can get them off the streets faster. We ain't got to keep waiting. We get them all outside and get them all to wild out. And then all we got to do is scoop, snatch 3 up, snatch 5 up, we can get them out of here faster. We need this chaos to happen. And we can get them to fuck their neighborhood up faster. And we can get them out of here. That's what they need. Mind you, we know every building is insured. Every company is insured. Every landlord that's been paid up front. Everybody has been paid up front if you want to be technical. So if something major was to happen right now, everybody that's supposed to get paid will already be paid because they already got paid up front. I broke that down to y'all about the crops. The farmers got their money up front. A lot of businesses got their money up front. Companies, small, a lot of people got their. This crisis we going through, people were paid in advance to take the L. In other terms, it's called bite the bullet. That's something that happens in business. Well, people of a certain stature know it's a time they're going to earn, and it's a time they have to take a loss. And they have to embrace those losses and prepare for those losses. And they take the L. But they take the L for a big comeback. See, that's why all these cliches we say, oh, ain't nothing but a small setback. Get it? Small setback for a big come up, things of that nature. Minor setback, major comeback. You get it? That's business talk. because any company, anybody of real big business knows you have to take losses. But that one loss you take, you make profits. It's like with companies. They take losses every time they got to cut out pay them salaries. They got to cut them checks out. They take a loss. But that month, they're going to generate more revenue. Get it? But in business, you got to take an L. So my point is, I'm saying all that to say, if the country burnt today, a lot of people still going to be paid. But if the country burnt today, how many people are going to be taking losses? That's the question. So let's move on, y'all. It's just talking politics. I'm rambling, but let's go. This right here was funny, but then again, it wasn't funny. I want y'all to see how fucking desperate this nigga is. We already broke him down. These are some of the clowns. But let's look. 6ix9ine salutes XXXTENCION at Romania show. I want to keep his name alive. Let's look at this, y'all, real quick. For 6ix9ine, your name is dirt. What else do you see in this article? What have we been talking about? I've been speaking about all these rappers running overseas to get paid, right? How they can't get no money in America, right? Bingo. See him now? He's in Romania. A couple days ago, the nigga was in Africa. Because his name is dirt over here. But when you go to a country that can't speak English and don't really know, you can go finesse. Look how low this nigga went. This nigga did a show in Romania and was clout chasing XX fans and said, I love him, basically. And he loved me. We were friends. Do you see how low niggas go for money? This nigga said he was my bro. He loved me. He said after every show, I'm going to shout him out. This is what TEKASHI 6ix9ine did. Using a dead nigga name for clout. Do you see how low this man went? Because he know over there overseas, they might ain't see that video of him getting beat up in that bathroom. They don't care about snitches. But what is going on is TEKASHI is smart. XXXTENCION has a fan base even in his death. TEKASHI 6ix9ine is trying to tap into this man's fan base after his death. That's how low these niggas be going. Trying to clout chase a dead man and steal his fans. So I'm just showing y'all how desperate niggas go. These are some of the fans right here. But I already broke down all this XX stuff. I broke down all of these people, man. I broke down how all of that music, all of their agendas and narratives coincide with the weirdo behavior. My point is 6ix9ine knows the fan base, and he's trying to get part of that fan base money. This is XX fan base right here. This is them crying at his funeral. Man on man, woman on woman. Told you TEKASHI 6ix9ine with the rainbow people. He one of them people too. But the point is, he's trying to tap into the fan base. And he said after every show, he's going to salute XX. And he said that he was my brother. I think he actually said he spoke to him right before he died too. He even said that. That's how low niggas go. But let's continue on, because some bitches go low too. Let's look. This bitch right here, see? Elementary school staffer sentenced for 11 child sex crimes. We already broke this down, didn't we, y'all? One day on the channel, I showed at least 10 women that work in schools arrested for being a Chester. And like I said, we know it's a lot of women Chesters, but the women always get a pass. And guess what? We know this for a fact. It's women that take advantage of boys and girls. Because that's what Chesters do. But the point of this is, when I saw this story, and I said this before, and I really think this, I think they purposely be hiring weirdos to be amongst our kids. I think that's what part of what they do. I think they love to get the ones that ain't got no kids. Let's think about it. Not to discriminate against nobody that have kids. But isn't a better teacher of kids a person that got kids? But you'll see, They love to get teachers, fresh green teachers, or the teachers that are into the arts and liberals and don't have no kids and live a life of, you get it? Those are the people they love. I'm going to say it again. When you went to school, I know you remember at least a couple weirdo teachers you had. You like, man, they weird something. Like, you don't see no weird ass teachers. And that's why I think specifically they put weirdo teachers in these schools, and that's why they don't pay their ass shit, because they know they weirdos. Most of them. Now, we know back in the day, people became teachers because they really wanted to teach the youth. Now they get into that shit for many other reasons. But as you see, she finessed 11 children. And she ain't the only one. But I'm going to say it again. I think they strategically was putting weird teachers in our schools from day one. And we also heard about it many times, especially ladies and even young. We know about all those older men teachers used to try to flirt with the young girls. Sometimes they were trying to flirt with our girlfriends. Yes, they was. So my point is, man, the school is also a playground for chest-ass teachers too. So there ain't nothing new. Let's move on, y'all. Black Lives Matter leader says looting is reparations. See that? Chaos in Chicago. Black Lives Matter rally. Backs accused looters. Told y'all they've been looting in Chicago. They've been wilding out. The shit ain't on TV like that. She said looting is reparations. Do you see this? Ain't enough shit in the store for me to steal that's going to pay for reparations. I told people that reparation shit was a fucking joke. You still believe California going to give people $5 million? Let me bring it back one more fucking time again. Y'all said Cali going to give people $5 million. I see California hiring immigrants. I don't see no money going to nobody at all but immigrants. Reparations is a joke. Like I said, why? Why would the people that got you in the situation you in, why would people put you in the ghetto and then give you money to make you rich so you can get out the ghetto? If you can't figure that shit out, I'm going to just leave that shit alone. But this is a mockery to make black people look bad. I already broke down to you the image of the black person. You see, the image of the black person is dreadlocks, nappy head, dusty clothes, and always complaining about some shit. Back in the day, our people was clean cut, had pride, ain't want no handouts. Reparation is a big way of fucking begging. They say, look, the whole world getting money. These niggas still waiting on the come up. They still waiting on the handout. Okay. Let me break this shit down to hood terms. When have you ever heard a person that whipped your ass and then gave you money after that? When have you ever heard of somebody knocked your ass out and then 2 weeks later, they say, here goes some money? When you ever heard some shit like that? You think these people knocked your goddamn ancestors out to come back and repay them? I told you, this is why people are the biggest joke on the fucking planet. They go for anything. They want to argue about every fucking thing and don't know nothing. And keep getting tricked and keep getting played. That's why I say all you're going to do is get mad, get upset, type your ass off in the comment section, and that's it. They know you ain't going to do shit because, first of all, you don't have enough information. You're not smart enough. Why? Not because you're dumb. You're not smart enough because you don't want to be in tune with reality. That's why you're not smart. And they know this. So that's why they play these stupid ass games, because this makes you look like a fucking idiot around the planet. Because it's 2023. And they say these niggas still waiting on some shit from 1865. Silly niggas. And meanwhile, while they waiting on reparation, on the first of the month, they still need that food stamp. They still need that assistance. They still need that government help. Why they waiting on reparation? Because the only people waiting on reparation is the motherfuckers that don't work and they ain't got no job and they have no bank account. They have no hustle. They have nothing. So they believe in prayers. And this prayer I'm talking about is a bogus prayer. It's called living on a prayer. It means you waiting on some shit that ain't never going to happen. That's all I'm saying. This is my opinion. These are the things that make mockery out of us right here. That begging shit. I don't need nothing from them. You give me what you gonna give me, and that's it. Other than that, I ain't begging for shit. Who cares? But then again, they slaughtered all the natives, right? They slaughtered all the ancestors that been here. But they want to pay. See, you got to remember, they slayed all the natives that was already here. I'm just using the word native. All right. So a lot of you smart asses, I don't want to hear nothing about native. All right. Everybody know about Aboriginal. My point is this, y'all. Check it out. They slaughtered our people that was already here. But this whole reparation thing revolves around the Africa story. The blacks that came from Africa. Shouldn't they be paying the people they slaughtered here first? But then again, they did play the race game, and they did play that color game, and they did play that Indian game too. So now, Negroes don't know who they are. Negroes don't know if they're a $5 Indian. Niggas don't know if they African American. Niggas don't know if they black. Niggas don't know what they are. Do you see the fucking problem? How the hell you gonna get reparations? You don't even know the fuck you are. Anyway, man. It is what it is. That's right. Prayer requires more than faith and acid. It requires work and action. Exactly. Like, people that get shit from the devil then turn around and say they blessed. Telling y'all, man. I'm just talking smack, y'all. I'm just talking smack. Don't pay me no mind. Anyway, man, I'm about to go down the line because I ain't gonna lie. See, when I see people like this shit is disturbing because it's like, man, y'all, let me look. Y'all never notice when it comes to the news, they never show you a woman on fleek. They never show you a black woman on fleek on the news, do they? We know how black women get dressed up when they going out, when they go to do their thing and they get cute. You notice they make sure they never show a black woman on TV looking a certain way. And I ain't talking about the political figures. The political figures on TV always going to look clean and nice. I'm talking about the regular people. You notice they always got to get the dirtiest, dustiest, most ignorantest talking as one. Because that's the one that shall represent them. They never put a black woman on the news on how she actually looks. Same thing with the brothers. Y'all ain't never noticed that shit? All that's by design. You ain't even never noticed when a news reporter come out to the scene, they be trying to see who want to get a story. And if you sound too smart, they'll walk away from you. And they'll go to somebody else. They want that dumb, ignorant motherfucker that looked the craziest. Put them on that national TV. These are part of the games they've been playing. I'm going to say it again. Media was created ancient years ago by Media Persia that used it as war tactics against the enemy. Media is the #1 device used for slander campaigns. And you use slander campaigns to create images and to sway opinions. So when somebody say, put it like this, I say this. If we could portray them as animals, savages, less than human, when we start knocking their head off, ain't nobody gonna complain. Ain't nobody gonna say shit. They're gonna say, look, man, they were savage anyway. Look at them. You see how they act? You see them on the Instagram. You see them on the internet. You see how they act? They savages. Who cares if they dying? Who fucking cares? That's the whole narrative, y'all. Who cares if they being replaced? They ain't know how to act anyway. They ain't want to work. All they did was fuck up property. All they did was shoot up the clubs. All they did was fight each other and beef all day. Get them out of here. That's the narrative, y'all. That is the narrative. What you want it on the TV? You want it on the fucking TV? Do you want it on the radio? That is the narrative. That is the agenda. How many times I got to keep saying this shit? Why? Y'all be surprised how many people still don't believe. You'd be surprised how many people still talking shit out their mouth because they don't comprehend. Right now, at this point, they have more respect for dogs than you know who. You take it or leave it. Now, we know, like, I know I'm going to always get my respect, and I know a lot of y'all the same way. But the point is, as a whole, they don't respect you. You got to make them respect you. If you ain't, they not going to respect you as a whole. That's why that marching shit don't ain't about nothing. It look like a whole bunch of disgruntled niggas walking down the street. That's all it is. It's like the same thing when you piss your kid off and they march around the house, pouting. That's what marching and protesting is. It's fucking pouting. And that's a technique they used against us a long time ago. They say, oh, no, they're protesting again. Oh, don't worry about them. They'll be tired soon. That's it. Staged events. C-Time, what up? Who up in here? Remember Kamala's thoughts on reparations? Once again, Joe Biden said the only way he's going to acknowledge reparations is if the Native Americans are involved. And he was talking in codes. I quote he was saying. A lot of people didn't. He basically was saying, y'all want reparations, but y'all coming as the wrong group. I'm going to leave it at that. Man, he basically was saying, you don't even know who you are, and you begging for reparations. That's basically what the nigga said. But anyway, let's move on. And we almost at the end. But anyway, shout out to the people in the building. Let me holler at y'all. What's going on up in here? What's up, Terrell? Arisen now. What's up? What's up, Shay? That's right. That's right, Nick G. What's up? What's up, y'all? Good to see everybody in here. Castor Troy. Big Phil. What up, Big Phil? Keela Boo, what's up? Yeah, y'all see, this is what I've been trying to get people to understand. Everything we at is virtual now. We dealing with a higher learning of the planet now. Everything is different. That's why if you on a low level and you still going off what you see with your 2 eyes, you just not going to never get it. You're not. If you could look at this picture and don't see nothing disturbing, on national TV, Fox News, cable Fox News, worldwide, chaos in Chicago. This woman is saying that looting, stealing deodorant, stealing fucking a steak out of store, stealing some goddamn Clorox, some bullshit. That's reparations. What the hell is? That's what I'm saying, y'all. Let's keep it pushing. But this is why they play these games. And it's not going to stop. Y'all also see in certain places, they have already started locking up the products because they know what's coming. That is why they're locking up the products in your neighborhood drugstore. They know that looting coming soon. It's just in Chicago right now. This shit going to spill over. Watch, my opinion. Let's go back to Fat Ass Joe. I mean Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe been chilling at that White House. Fat Joe allegedly met with Kamala Harris and government officials to bring awareness and spread the word, or I guess fight for healthcare. The shit don't make sense to me, but you got to understand something. See, when you go sit down with them, you got to have a cover story. So I understand, Joe, the healthcare plan is the cover story. But once y'all sat down, ain't no telling what the fuck y'all spoke about. And you spoke with a lot of people. Only thing I'm saying is, did you speak for the people of New York City? And are you speaking about this immigrant crisis that is out of control? Did you speak on that, Joe? I bet you didn't. Because you don't want to offend Kamala and Joe. Because you know Kamala and them are the number one people bringing the migrants in here. So you ain't going to say nothing. But Joe, are you that naive to not understand that these migrants are going to push a lot of people out of New York City, the Bronx mainly? Are you going to speak up for the people of the Bronx? No, you're not. Because you don't want to offend the mayor. I'm going to show you another reason why you should know these dudes never been real street niggas. Even if you retired from the streets, ain't no real street dude going to be comfortable just chilling with government officials. I'm sorry. They just not. But y'all believe that shit. You took the bait. All because I want y'all to see this. All because a nigga. I'm telling you, this is how easy this shit is. I say it 1,000 fucking times. All because a nigga put on a fucking certain outfit and showed you a chain and made a grit on his face like he was tough. Niggas believe that shit. And niggas ran with that shit for years. Like I said, in my opinion, these niggas never was who they said they was. I'm going to say it one more time. Even a real street individual that really been in them streets their whole life, family members, bros, dead, cousins, dead, whatever, jail, dead, whatever. Ain't no real street dude gonna be so comfortable getting into politics. When street dudes get out the game, they just start businesses, just do other positive things. But when I see a so-called street dude be so comfortable with politics and the government, I just make my own opinion. And I already know what time it is. Like I said, I know what time it is. It is what it is, Fat Joe. All I'm saying is, nigga, are you going to speak out against the immigrants and the fentanyl crisis that's ruining the cities around America right now? You talking about healthcare. What good is healthcare if niggas are ODing, Joe? That's my point. What good is healthcare if most people are fucking ODing and they don't got healthcare? And a lot of young people are ODing and they don't got healthcare. ODing from fentanyl has nothing to do with healthcare, Joe. So why you ain't talking about the real crisis that is destroying the community? Now, I will say this. Yes, healthcare is good to fight for, Joe, but you got your priorities fucked up. When you fight for healthcare, you're really fighting for the old people. And at the end of the day, you're a fucking rapper. So I know you ain't fighting for no old people. And rappers ain't got no damn benefits. Was y'all not talking always, you and Nori, y'all always talking about we need a hip-hop union. We need a way where rappers, they can get a check when they retire. Then y'all say that shit? Why the fuck y'all ain't start a union then? Y'all niggas got money, right? Why you ain't start a fucking union? No. Because if it ain't the white man telling you some shit, y'all don't even know what to fucking do. So my point is, yeah, Joe, you in D.C., but your ass need to be in New York. And if you're going to be in the politics, nigga, try to be the mayor of New York City and clean that shit up. You claim the Bronx, you claim New York. You've been in your whole fucking life. You know the ins and outs of New York, right? So why don't you try to use your voice to make changes for the hood? Oh, because the hood ain't cool no more, huh, Joe? The hood ain't cool no more. See how niggas do, y'all? After you make all your money, sell all your records, selling the hood dreams, hood ain't cool no more. So that's why niggas like Joe don't want nothing to do with the hood no more. And these niggas gonna keep talking that New York shit, but these niggas live in Beverly Hills. These niggas live in the Hamptons. They live everywhere but New York. And most of them moved out of New York as soon as they got a chance. Most of these motherfuckers that moved out of New York for 20 years. Niggas ain't living in New York in like 20. Oh my fucking God. Anyway, man, I'm done. I don't even like going into the past. I'm gonna say it again. I challenge all of y'all. Go look at all the social media platforms. You're going to see everything trending. Damn near every rapper, every actor that's trending is old. Had their time already 20, 15 years ago. My whole question is, do you think that's by design? You don't see how they got everybody out the way. Now it's back to who's already with the program. See that? All this shit is natural, man. They took the game back. I was telling people this shit months ago when I told them that their drill rap shit was over with because the celebrities was coming back. And that drill scene was a program to speed up the killing process of niggas getting killed in a pandemic. That's it. One thing about America, they will open it and they will close it. Whenever they want to stop some shit, they'll stop it. When they want some shit to pop, they'll let it pop. That's how America works. This is why I told people that whole pandemic, told you it was deeper than a damn vaccination. When you look at the whole shit now, you would never know how many people actually died before the vax, you ain't gonna know the numbers of how many people got killed, locked up. And I'm gonna say it again. Before the vax was even dropped, damn near 1 million people had already died already. What am I saying? According to statistics of population control, people was already dying before the vax, which means what? They might have already met a small quota before the vax dropped. But if these people die and we make it like it was over this, then we could throw them off with a vax and they'll never peep game of what just happened. Told you these people crafty. So when everybody was arguing over the vax, man, it was already 1 million people dead already. I done broke this shit down, man. Told you, man. You got to wake up real early and be on your shit to not get fooled by these people, man. That's why I say a lot of people, man, you have no clue who you're dealing with at all. So like I said, people already been dying. And now what we're seeing is people trying to capitalize. People trying to get their piece of the pie in this madness. Because it's madness to come. And I'm going to say it again, in my opinion, before the elections this year, a lot of catastrophes have to take place. And we're seeing it right now. That's why, remember, we spoke about it when I said what? I said Joe and them got to speed it up because they know Trump coming. Trump is running right now. Trump is campaigning around the country as we speak. And they know they got to hurry it up. So let's take a look. Thought I was finished? No. Let us look. Donald Trump says he was treated worse than Abraham Lincoln, who was assassinated. Told y'all Trump funny, man. He said he was treated worse than Abraham Lincoln. Now let's ask a question. Is he telling the truth? See, me, I can talk about this stuff because I ain't emotionally inclined with none of them. You see some black people, they so intertwined. They hate Trump so much. But niggas don't even know why they hate him. I done seen people say, give me prove to me 3 things Trump did that was racist. Niggas couldn't prove shit. Niggas got finessed with that border shit. Nigga, you was getting mad over immigrants standing outside the border, but now your ass is gonna be standing outside your crib, nigga. You gonna be standing outside in a homeless shelter. And the migrant gonna be in your crib. See that? Do you see how this shit work? You was in your crib talking about Trump a racist. He need to let them people come in the border. You was in your house chilling. Now the migrants gonna be in the house chilling, watching your dumb ass outside the tent. Now, let's say one thing. Did this man talk about border? Did he talk about walls or something like that? What we see going on now, ain't everything coming through the wall? And I'm not co-signing Trump. I'm calling down the middle. Like I said, if Joe and them did more good shit, I'll talk about what they did. And I'm going to give Joe and them their credit. Let me give the Democrats their credit again. Shout out to the liberals. Because it was the liberals that made it where marijuana is legal. Don't ever forget that. Give the liberals their credit. That's the facts. The Democrat Party is behind the legal marijuana. I ain't going to take that from them. That's something they did that was good. And not just because it's weed, but that's something they did good. Good is good. But other than that, other than legalizing bud, I don't know what else they did that was good. If they did some stuff good, please let me know. And I'll talk about it. But other than that, I know they be playing a lot of games. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, Trump said he been treated worse than Abraham Lincoln. Remember they kept pushing that narrative? Trump gonna put us back on the slave ship. Trump gonna send them back to Africa. Did he do it? No. Trump actually gave some money to some black colleges. I just say this. I've said it before. It don't matter who's in office. Just look at what happened. I say, look at you judge your life on how you was living, I say from 2016 to 2020. Look at your life then and look at your life now. And just ask yourself, who was better as the president? And how you could tell, just look at how the country was working before and look at it now. That's all you got to do. And ask yourself the question: which is it better now or was it better a couple years ago? Was it better for you before? Is it better for you now? That's how you know. That's how I started learning which presidents was what. I started thinking about saying, damn, when I was this age, so-and-so was the president. I'm like, yeah, I was doing all right. I started peeping that shit. And I said, damn, when this president was in, damn, I was going through it. That's when I started peeping that Republican Democrat stuff. I ain't know about that stuff. I just started peeping it. Like, yo, when one come in, shit gonna get bad. When another come in and get a little better. One come in is about money. One come in is about destroying shit. Or should I say restructuring? Or infrastructure. I mean, stuff like that, yeah. Did you also know after the Civil War, it was an infrastructure thing going on? But back then, they called it Reconstruction. They say recently, it was a Civil War going on. This is why when Joe came in, he came back with infrastructure. How many of y'all saw it where they showed, this real talk, how many of y'all saw this? Where they actually showed it on the TV, but they showed during the Civil War, they showed a map from 1860s. And it showed all the Republican parties at that time in Civil War, and it showed all the Democratic parties in Civil War. It showed all the states that was under which umbrella. They showed it in the Civil War, which states was Republican, which state was Democrat. Then they showed it recently when Trump was running. They showed all the states that was Republican, all the states that was Democrat, and the way they had it set up, that shit matched the exact map from after slavery. This is why we all, you know how y'all been hearing about how states been flipping back? That's part of the agenda. States that was Republican got flipped back Democrat. States that was Democrat got flipped back Republican. But they showed how the states got flipped back exactly how it was during the Civil War. How many of y'all peeped that? Salute. Thanks for supporting the channel, Judas Radio. I'm a Trump supporter. Democrats have truly destroyed this country and using the rappers to continue their agenda. Thank you, Judas Radio. Told people, man, everybody ain't stupid. It's a lot of people that's up. A lot of people see very clearly. Saying it, and that's my whole point. This shit ain't no secret mystery. This ain't no, oh, no. What? No, this ain't no, this is like regular shit. People talk about this shit every day. Every day. It's just that our people, they love to talk about rappers. Our people love rappers in fucking fashion. You see this jackass James Harden? Give me my clout. What did I tell people about a year ago? I said they bringing baggy clothes back. I said they're going to be rocking baggy clothes again. This is baggy clothes to the 10th power with bell bottoms to the 10th power. This is fucking idiot clothes. This is also a form of making a man look feminine because the long pants will eventually look like a long skirt. I would never wear this shit. I don't give a fuck how much it costs. I don't care what's the name. That is clown shit. So that's why they love. They can't wait till all the black people wear this and look like fucking clowns. See that? Whack ass jeans probably cost $1,500. But in a world of following, they know they can make anything now and people gonna follow. That's all. See, this is what I want my people to understand. Everything they do is based on following. They bank on that shit. Yeah, we get James to wear this, and this merch go through the roof. We're gonna be paid. But everything they do is based on following. That's why I keep telling people we gotta stop following shit. See, I ain't no follower. I'm gonna look at that shit. I'm gonna say that's some bullshit. You think I want to have my pants dragging over my fucking sneakers? You think I want my pants dragging on the fucking floor? You think when I walk, I want to look like a fucking clown? No. But they want to convince me that that's fashion. That's some hot shit. Cause those some goddamn Louis pants. Oh shit. That's a goddamn Balmain jacket. Oh shit. Wow. What would he fucking do? That's how low our people went. That's how stupid our people is. Because you know goddamn well, grandma would have said, boy, take them pants off. They said, boy, you ain't wearing that to school. And if you'd have wore that shit to school, you would have got cooked and you would have got baked and you would have started crying. I'm from that era where we joke on niggas till they cry. So you can wear that shit around me, you gonna get joked on, nigga. I'm from that era. We joke on niggas till they cry or want to fight. One of the two. That's where I'm from. I'm gonna keep joking on you niggas. But yeah, y'all check this out. This ain't a laughing matter. How many of y'all knew about it was a lot of secret tornadoes and hurricanes smacking America over the weekend? How many of y'all know about that? A lot of hidden shit was popping off. Tornadoes were smacking, no tornado warning. Hurricanes was hitting shit. Do you understand how bad this wind had to be to flip cars upside down and on top of each other, y'all? These be those events that be killing people that they don't talk about. Wow, let's use our brain, y'all. If somebody was outside during that storm, we already knew their ass got blew up in the sky somewhere. Anytime that shit blew a car in the air, you know a person went flying like goddamn Dorothy. Something like that. You feel me? Yeah, that person went flying in the universe. It ain't hard to tell, but it was a lot of secret storms and tornadoes over the weekend. A lot of people don't even know places like Denver was still having snow like a week ago. 2 weeks ago was freezing. It ain't because they ain't been putting this shit on TV. But what they've been doing is freezing people out their shit. And when they had those frost bites, well, guess what they was doing? They was freezing all the homeless people in them 10 cities in Denver. When they had them snowstorms in Cali, they was getting them homeless people off the streets. We all know about weather weaponry. We all know about that now. It's nothing new. What up, D Malley? D Malley from Cali. He in Frisco right now. Yeah, motherfuckers still hurt about Trump 3 years later. I noticed all those people aren't doing too well financially. No. The number one people that hate Trump is welfare recipients. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say it. I'm going to piss you off. Most people that hate Trump are ignorant, on welfare, fucking lost, and deceived. It is what it is. Because this is my whole point. People base shit off what they heard, what they sold, what they told. People don't do their own homework. See, I did my homework on Trump. I've been knowing about Trump since I was young. And I'm gonna say it again. He could be he's an asshole. He's a shrewd businessman. But I look at him as a New Yorker from Queens that just gonna say what he's gonna say. And very arrogant about it. He's very arrogant, very boastful. But I don't look at him as a tap dancer. I don't look at him as a person that's gonna play. I look at him as the type of person, because like real racist people, they don't like you, they ain't gonna fucking play with you. Period. And they gonna do shit to let you know they're racist. They're gonna do a couple things so you get it. That's how real racist people work. I understand the game. So I look at the works of a person. I look at what Joe did. I look at what Trump did. I look at what Ronald Reagan did. I look at what Bush did. I know who's who. But anyway, I don't like politics. Because politics divides niggas' brain cells and make niggas more stupider. That's why I don't get into politics. But the politics played now is a dirty game. So like I said, the last leg they got to stand on is these rappers. Because rappers have fans, and their fans are fanatics. Never forget, fan means you a fucking fanatic. So when you're a rapper fan, that means you are so much of a fanatic, your breath smell like their private parts. You're a fan. You're a fan. That's why I say I got supporters and family. I ain't got no fucking fans. All right? If I call you fans, that's a form of disrespect. Honestly. I'm saying y'all a bunch of weirdos, and y'all just gonna fucking be all up my shit and don't give a fuck about y'all just dummies. That's what a fan is. All right? A fanatic. So they think that these rappers have fans that are so fucking dumb, they're going to run to the polls because they said so. See, they're prepping the stage for what's to come. They know election is what, y'all? About what? 6 more months. You got to understand in politics, 6 months is not a long time. People got to understand that. You got to know how to break down time. 6 months is nothing but 180 days. They got 180 days to get on their grind. Therefore, they got to start prepping the stage now. They got to start getting their key players in the play now. This is why they had to bring Megan. That's why they got Fat Joe. They're going to reach out to others. They're already politicking. They got to get their shit in order. They need everybody that's down with them to show face, be accounted for, and put in work. That's how it works. You thought that was just a street activity. No, this is how they work. If you're in a goddamn lodge, if you're in a fraternity, it comes a time where they got to put on and pull up for they got to come and entertain, or should I say, it comes a time where they have to perform for their organization. You see, we know about all these organizations, but you got to understand, even though they're in these organizations, it's always a time where they have to pull up. They have to come, tap in, and perform for the organization. So my point is, now you are seeing the time we are in where they are making, I ain't gonna say they're making, everybody has to stand up and be accounted for. That's why I broke down. When you seen Trump in office, you seen every rapper that was under their umbrella had to go. Every entertainer had to go against Trump his whole term. That's why you'll see D.L. Hewley. You will see it was many celebrities made it a point to go against Trump because that was their job. They had to, because it's like this. Let me break it down in the street terms why I know my people get it. That's like me and somebody got beef. Me and somebody got beef. Let's say me and a person got internet beef. You my peoples. You say you my peoples. You say you for no fame elite, but you got people dissing me and you ain't even saying shit. Shit hitting the fan and you ain't pulling up. So that's how they look at it in politics. Okay, yeah, the Democrats going at it, but where the rest of y'all at? Y'all supposed to be pulling up. Where y'all at? So this is why the entertainers had to start pulling up, because the Democrats were losing power. They had lost their power to the Republican Party and Trump. So the Democrats had to fight his whole term. That's why his whole term they had to slander him with cap, finesse, and it wasn't that. The whole purpose of the rappers was because they didn't want to lose the influence of the black community and the up-and-coming young generation. You see, the young generation is touched through the rappers. You see how Fat Joe, in his younger days, he was a rapper. Now he's older, he's a politician. They understand we could use Fat Joe for a magnetic device to attract the young people and get them to vote for us. They also know the young people are the ones that are the most unaware, the most stupid. Just be honest, because they ain't paying attention to this shit. This is what they bank on. And they're going to use that black card. They're going to use that rap card. That's it. And Fat Joe knows the game. That is my whole point. He knows the game. I'm not saying Fat Joe is snitch. I'm saying he works with the government. You see him right here. He works with them hand to hand. When you see this, all you got to know, this means Kamala got Fat Joe's number. He got her number. That's what it means. All right? So let's throw all that gangster rap shit out the window. Joe, you are now a politician. We'll just leave it at that. That's it. You don't even need to talk on no more street shit. None of that old shit. All your stories, 25 years old. It's over with. That's why most of Joe's supporters are going to be 50, 52, 48, 47, shit like that. Period. Use the rappers to keep them stupid. That's why they made Cardi B holler at you during election season. They got the dumbest chick to talk politics. They don't know shit about politics. They don't know shit. Most of them barely can fucking read. You will see they don't run no businesses. They don't have no payroll, no staff. These are just puppets. They wait. They just wait to be used. They just wait on a phone call. Maybe they can make a couple dollars here and there. That's it. So I would say now, as of now, Fat Joe, you got to pass on saying the word nigga. I'm gonna say I don't think you should say that word no more. All right, because that's it. Your hood pass revoked. That's it. All right, that's it. That's my opinion, Joe. Don't get mad. And Joe, you are down with Africa Bambaataa. You are down with Zulu Nation. You ain't. That's a gang. You was down for years. So all of a sudden you out now. Nah, nigga, you still in. You in. And you turned your head with Bambaataa too. Yes, you did, Joe. Don't play that shit with me. You with the bullshit. Yeah, man. His name's Sloppy Joe, man. That's his name, Sloppy Joe. That's what I call him. Nigga named Sloppy Joe, man. See, Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe, the politician, man. The nigga that licked Jordans at the bottom. He another nigga that promoted that ignorant ass shit to buy Jordans. Oh, I got these Jordans. I told you, man. Rappers like Fat Joe, it represent the grown man over 50 that don't want to grow up. Fat Joe represents what racist crackers back in the day used to call black men boys. Call us boy. You boy. Come here, boy. Nigga, grown as hell. Well, that's what that image represents, a boy. When you're a grown-ass man that portrays certain images, you are considered a boy. 52 years old, this nigga still worship Jordans. See that? Because when you're in the rap music, you got to wear Jordans. You ain't know that? That's part of the outfit. When you are a hip-hopper, you have to wear the costume. You gotta have Jordans. Now you see why Jordan been making money off the rap game forever? Because the rapper's been the ones promoting the nigga. All a rapper gotta do is say fuck Jordans, which is lame. A rapper can say F Mayor Eric Adams. He destroyed the city. And that'll start flames. They ain't gonna say that. Yeah, man. This dude is Sloppy Joe, man. In bed with these people. See? He's speaking for healthcare. So you mean to tell me out of all the prominent business people, people that went to medical school, people that got degrees, know all about healthcare, know all about medicine, they couldn't get nobody in this profession but a fucking fat ass rapper? You want me to believe this shit? You can see this shit staged. You can't see that, man. Don't you see the cameraman? Don't you not see the cameraman standing there taking this fake ass picture? All right, Joe, you ready? All right, set, go. Picture. That's simple, man. Would you see that, man? All this shit staged, man. This shit fucking staged. So I be telling you, man, these niggas are actors, y'all. All this shit staged. That's right. They rounded up the troops, y'all. I ain't gonna drag this shit out. Told you, man. I'm gonna ask you niggas again, man. Do you still believe in cartoons? Some of you people better, you might as well still be watching the Cartoon Network. You might as well still be watching Nickelodeon. You feel me? Kids believe in Santa Claus. Grown niggas believe in rappers. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm done. All right, I'm done. I'm finished. I'm going to say it again. I'm not saying Fat Joe is working with the government telling on criminals, but Fat Joe is working with the government, and I don't know why for real. I think it's because of healthcare, I think. Something like that. This shit is a fucking disgrace, y'all. That's right, Swirl Girl. All this shit is a movie. It's a fucking hoax. Oh, let me not forget. I'll be forgetting shit sometimes. Let me not forget. I got distracted. Let me forget one more. Let me not forget one more thing, y'all. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Because I got to get back into what Trump said. And we just going to look at it for ourselves real quick. Now, look. Trump said he was treated worse than Abraham Lincoln. Now, y'all got to remember, Abraham Lincoln got killed, assassinated. He said he getting treated worse than that. I'm about to say this shit funny, man. All this shit funny to me. Now, look. Over the weekend, Trump sat down for an interview with Mark Levin on Fox News. Levin, whatever. I mean, when you put your head on the pillow, this is what he asked Trump. I mean, when you put your head on the pillow at night, do you think about that stuff? You'll wonder about this stuff, you say. Basically, this is what's going on. He asked them about his term and about him being president at the time. Like, basically, you know, did he enjoy it? Things of that nature. And Trump said, what the hell did I get myself into? What do you think? He basically said after he ran and got in office, he regretted the shit, allegedly, but it's something else he said that I wanted to look at. He continued, Abraham Lincoln, they say, was, you know, he had a civil war going on. All right, but Abraham Lincoln was, you know, he was just vilified. But now they say Trump got treated worst of all because they did it as they came up with the phony stuff. See? This is the number one thing they were slandering him with. Russia. He said it was all hoaxes. The Mueller witch hunt, which turned out to be no collusion. Remember, it was many false allegations, but what people don't understand, every campaign that was slandering him was just to distract during his term. That's why you'll see his whole 4 years, every couple months, they had a new slander campaign. And when it was all said and done, nothing came out to be true. He also was the one that was cool with Putin, that could have calmed a lot of shit down, allegedly. But you'll see what happened after he left office. And I'm going to say it again. We saw Vladimir Putin show the black Jesus. We also spoke about how a lot of Ukrainians are racist. They said some of the original Nazis are still in Ukraine to this day. So who's the racist? Is it Russia? Is it Ukraine? That's the $1 million question. Who are the real racists? Or is it both of them? But people who know that, y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, let's look. He added, but there's never been anything, despite that people are saying it was one of the most successful presidencies in history. And I believe it was again. We built the greatest economy ever. We'll do it again. But then remember a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago, Trump said the American dream has become a nightmare. He said the country is being turned into shit. That's what he said. He said the American dream is over as we speak right now. And I don't got to believe in Trump. I don't got to believe shit he say. All I got to do is look out the window and look around and see what's going on. And I get my answer. So I'm going to leave that at that. All right, y'all. I held y'all long enough. He isn't black and it's offensive. Well, Joe Biden said if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. Is Joe Biden offensive? Freeman Channel. Dissing Trump was a big task for rappers as the alphabet agenda. Nikki G. But yeah, I stay away from politics though, man, because one thing about black people, they get the most in their feelings when it comes to politics. You got white people that go to college for politics, debate. But why white people don't get as worked up as black people with politics? Why am I saying that? One thing you got to understand about politics, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. That's how I look at it. That's why I don't get mad. That's why I don't care. Because whatever they're going to do, they're going to do it. Let me break it down again for you slow people. Okay. A lot of y'all work, right? How many times you go to work and y'all have a meeting and they say what? Well, due to the job, we now going to be doing this. We now going to be doing that. You no longer can do this. Politics at work. But you can't say shit, can you? You can get mad all you want. You get upset. You can talk shit, but it ain't going to change nothing because it's already written. That is the law of the job. That's the same thing with politics, how the country ran. So some things are going to be what it is. The thing is, what are you going to do? Now, when you at that job, you mad at the new things they got in place. You going to quit? What you going to do? Same thing with America. You get mad at politics. You mad at Trump. What the fuck you going to do? You get mad at Trump till you blue in the face. I get mad at Joe all day. But what the question is, what am I going to do? This is why I don't get mad at politics. Because you got to be grown enough to know. I'm talking about grown in the mind. You have to be of a certain level of education. Meaning, common sense, basic intelligence to understand that some things are going to be what it is. You can't change it. You can fight, pout, stomp your feet, ain't going to change shit. That's why they say go march, nigga. Go march. Keep marching. Y'all can march all day till you drop out, ain't going to change shit. Till you start picking up that pen or till you got somebody in place to represent you with that pen, ain't nothing going to change. That's reality. Stop worrying about these games. It's focused on reality. Then you won't keep getting mad and upset because they pushing your button. Well, that's the case. I can push your button every fucking day. Why? Because you're so fucking emotional. And when you're emotional, you have clouded judgment, which means you're not thinking clearly, which means you'll never see the big picture because you always clouded. That's why they gonna always piss you off. They gonna always do some dumb shit to piss you off. They gonna always say some shit to piss you off. But see, me, I get pissed when I see shit like this. Black Lives Matter leader says looting is reparations. Do you get mad at this? This the shit I get mad at. Where shit like this make black people look ignorant as fuck around the world. It makes them look 10 times dumber than slave days. Because one thing about our people, you have to always remember. One thing about our people, even after slavery, they ain't begging for shit. Now the coons, Back in the slave days, a lot of them went back to the plantation and became sharecroppers. They ain't want to leave. But guess what? We got niggas like that to this day. Yeah, we talk all that leave shit, but let's get out that fantasy world. We know goddamn well a lot of people ain't even gonna fucking leave welfare. Let's stop playing. Yeah, I'm gonna say it because it's the truth. You can hate America all day. You can talk shit about Trump till you're blue in the face. You can talk about Biden. You can talk all this shit, but you ain't saying shit till you leave welfare. So it's a lot of niggas down with the government too. You ain't snitching on nobody, but you get public assistance from the government. Therefore, you down with the government. See that? Hypocrite. I don't take nothing from the government. I don't need nothing from them. They take from me. They take taxes from me. I don't take shit from them, all right? Remember that shit. That's the difference on free and slave. That's the difference. Free, slave. Free, get their own. Slave, need master, take care of them. See that? So it is what it is. And I don't give a fuck who get mad. Rondell's unpopular opinion. What's up? Mind you, the looting and rioting took from small black-owned businesses. At least January 6th, they went to the source. Uh-oh. That's real talk right there. People forget that too. During all of that looting, during George Floyd, do you know how many black businesses got destroyed that had really just opened up? I'm going to say it again. All that shit was a game. Let's give it some clarity. Now look. Remember, when Trump was in office, a lot of small businesses came up. All you have to do is rewind in your brain. From 2016 to 2020, what happened in our neighborhoods? We started seeing a lot of black businesses opening up. Small businesses really is a key word for black business. Don't get it fucked up. A lot of black businesses came up. I know a lot personally from barbershops. I know somebody started a cake store. I knew 3 black men that own barbershops personally because I worked for them. Personally, 3 black men own barbershops. I knew a black woman that owned a bakery. Then I knew other black businesses because I used to patronize black businesses on purpose in the Trump era. Because that's how many black businesses started popping up. From bars to what else? It was like it was a lot of little food spots. I know a couple of food spots where blacks have started their own little business. I was patronizing them. That's how I know what I'm talking about. There was a lot of black businesses popping up. And I was politicking. You know, I was doing my thing at the barbershop. So I would promote my promote what I do and politic with them. Tell them, yo, come to the shop and I promote their shit at my shop. Give me some flyers. So I know how many black businesses was on the scene. But when the George Floyd thing happened, the riot and looting, a lot of black businesses got fucked up. Key thing that happened. Remember when we started seeing the white people amongst those crowds? And a lot of people was happy. Oh, look at the white people. A lot of y'all didn't know they were with organizations. And what's the key thing we all heard and seen with our own eyes? What did they say? They said it was the white people doing the most of the graffiti, most of the breaking and the burning, because they were burning and fucking up black businesses. They said in Minnesota, it was a high population of Africans that own businesses. You get it? Blacks, foreigners, things of that nature. And they was flaming their shit. And a lot of people did not recover since then. These are facts. So the Trump era, small businesses boomed. The next era came in, the small businesses disappeared and evaporated. And they played a dirty game called go up on the rent. So I started this business. I was able to pay $1,200 a month. But now that since they played the dirty rent game, the rent is $3,000 a month. How am I going to make profits? This is the game Dirty Jordan played to crush small business. Do you get it? I can't make it no clearer than that. See, when you want to know what's really going on, you got to study money, you got to study transactions, and you got to study law. And they're going to give you the news. They're going to give you breaking news. They're going to show you and tell you. You just got to connect the dots, and you'll get the answer. Why you think when we was kids, they always gave you those books with what? Connect the dots. Well, now I understand. We grown. I realize Some grown-ups was fucking stupid back then, and they never mastered how to connect the dots. Now you're grown, and you still can't connect the dots. I understand that now. I had to come to reality that a lot of people that couldn't do shit back in the day, like coloring books, connecting dots, never could solve a crossword puzzle, never could get passing grades. They all grown now. And a lot of y'all are grown and you dumb as fuck. It just so happened you had kids and got married. So fucking what? But you the same motherfucker used to pee in the bed and couldn't never connect the dots in that goddamn book. So this is why I try to tell people I don't argue with fools, because I understand we got a whole new people walking around now. Salute Wax Dog. If you didn't learn how to connect the dots when you was little, you ain't never gonna get the big picture. Just like to this day, some of y'all never see the big picture. You only see 1 point. Told you. A lot of y'all, I broke it down. The pyramid got 4 sides, which means what? You see shit from different sides of the same fucking view. You got to look at each view from different ways. But then it's another view that you know nothing about. That's the view that's under the pyramid. That's the shit I be looking at. That's enough, man. It's enough. It's enough. Big Phil. Yeah, a lot of y'all grown. Y'all know goddamn well you used to pee in the bed. A lot of y'all used to pee in the bed. Yes, you did. Tell the truth. Yeah, some of y'all used to pee in the bed, man. Some of y'all grown, you don't pee in the bed. But shit, you still a fuck up. You just went from fucking up sheets to fucking up shit in life. That's it. Like, I ain't stupid. It's the truth. What up, Keela Boo? What up, Melodies? What's up, Dramatic? All right, y'all, man. I done rambled enough. Episode, where we at now, y'all? 229. We also spoke about these Chesters finessing these kids. Beware these women too. I advise every parent, man, look, next year, go G-check all of them teachers, man. Go press all of them on some face-to-face, size their ass up, and get them that look like, yeah, you better not touch my kid. Because that's what's going on right now. We out, man. Salute to everybody. Queen K, Miss Jackie, D. Malley. Oh, we ain't even going to talk about how many people couldn't read out loud in class. I ain't even going to talk about that. And look, I ain't here to diss nobody. I'm just saying, man, a lot of y'all be having the most to say now that we got the internet, but I know a lot for a fact. A lot of y'all couldn't even read in class. You can type your ass off in the chat, can't you? You can leave a long-ass comment, but a lot of y'all couldn't even read out loud, man. Stop it. Stop that shit. Everybody's smart nowadays that we got the internet. Everybody fucking smart. Oh, shit. My cousin feet used to always hit my head at night. 4 of us in the bed. Yeah, he know about that shit. Big Phil know about that. People still living like that now, Big Phil. That's right, Gus. Republicans are not interested in anything that doesn't generate money. Yeah, that's it. Their job is to get paid. That's it. They take money from any color, any place, anytime, anywhere. That's it. It's about bread, economy. We could just say the Republicans are all about building up the economy. That's just what it is. It's just what it is. We also see a lot of things get a makeover a couple years ago. Everybody's neighborhood got cleaned up some kind of way. They put a new shopping mall. They remixed a lot of shit. They built it up. Now we see it get tore down. But think about it. When you got money invested in construction companies, what's the number one way to make your money? Shit got to be destroyed so it can be rebuilt. That's how the construction company get paid. Nope, that's right. With the robots, they don't have to worry about no unemployment, nobody getting sick. There you go. The robot might cost me $30,000, but look how much money it can save me. It's going to save me $50,000 in the salary this year with the benefits I had to pay off each person. Companies learn how to make more money with less human beings. The number one way they finesse the whole world is they got the whole world living a life off of a cell phone. Therefore, we all have given our life to the new matrix, to the new world order. It's just the truth. I'm not a liar. I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not a fraud. We already are with the New World Order. And they did it through the cell phone. It's that simple. It's that simple. That's why this cell phone don't control me. I know what this cell phone is. I know what it is. It don't control me at all. But this cell phone is what ushered in a New World Order. That's why we are all on one page. We are all on one website. We all are doing the same thing. We get the same information every day. We are all one world. We are all one. You get it. New World Order. All one. One world. We are already on one accord. You sent me some shit. I saw it already. The shit you sent me, somebody else saw it already. We all saw the same shit. How? Because we all on one frequency. That's how they got us. One world order. We already in it. No need to lie, complain. It is what it is. The thing is, are you finessing or are you getting finessed? Are you glitching or are you getting glitched? Talking that high tech shit right now. That's where we at right now. All right. That's right. What word? Place it in front of storefronts. That's right. All of y'all be leaving some good comments. Everybody got good opinions. We're going to leave it at this right here and get out of here because, you know, I can do this all day. Got a couple things to do. Y'all stay tuned. More to come. I'm just going to say that. On that note, Fun on Fame Live episode 429. We on our grind and we out of here. Y'all stay right. Y'all stay blessed and enjoy your day. We out.